Hey, so I'm doing the peer review evaluation on Samantha. So, Samantha, for your introduction, you did a very good job of grabbing our attention right away since you started off with saying about going through hardships and the ups and downs in your life, and as well as overcoming those hardships. That right away caught our attention because a lot of people have gone through those hardships, and of course, we can relate to you. And with that being said, that we wanted to hear more about your experience, how you overcame that, and your thesis statement was great. For the preview of the main points, you did talk about the hardships and the ups and downs in your life and how you overcame it, but didn't really go into detail of what the main points were. That would have been great to put into your speech. And as well, when I was going through your speech and talking about the body, I understood what your main points were. You went in chronological order from your life, as in you started off with your parents, and then when you were little in New York, then coming to Cary, then losing your brother, and how you overcame those obstacles. Um, the only thing I had an issue was with your main points, going from one main point to another. I didn't really see a transition. So, like reviewing your main points, so you may want to do that for your next speech. And other than that, you did identify your main points, and as well went into detail into your main points, which was great. So for your conclusion, I kind of got lost of what was the main point, and from the ending of from the ending of the main last main point to the conclusion, uh, you didn't really have like a stop, and I would recommend saying in conclusion, like he was saying in class, what the teacher was saying in class, because I kind of got lost of what was the last main point and what was the conclusion. And from there, you did restate your main points and everything, and you did end memorably because you said how you overcame with your main points, and people can also overcome them as well. For your delivery, you did make eye contact with everybody in the audience, so that was great. You did have a loud voice, which is great as well. The only thing was that you were going a little too fast, which was the issue with knowing where the conclusion started, and maybe for the transition. But other than that, you your your volume of your voice was great. Eye contact, you hardly looked at your notes, and you did have a lot of not a lot, but you had hand movements, which is great when you're doing a speech. And another thing that you did was you did use ums and have pauses in some places, which I would kind of work on, because I noticed that you paused where you needed to take a breath because you were speaking a little too fast. And I guess you may want to work on kind of slowing down and pausing in the right moments for your next and that's what I would include for your next presentation, trying to work on reviewing your main points, and as well as the transition, working on the transition of one main point to another, and the conclusion, to know where to indicate us where your conclusion's about to start, and as well speaking a little slower so you don't have those awkward pauses in between, like a sentence where you were trying to catch your breath, But overall, your presentation was great. And that's all I have.